Join us at Pole Pole, where Dorcas shows us a new perspective of what the African community is doing now.
Hello Australia, welcome once again to Oz African TV. I'm Dorcas and I'm still chilling right here at Pole Pole. Today we celebrate young business people who form a significant contribution to the Australian economy. My guests today are siblings, and what I love about them is their individuality and passion for their businesses. Edem Badu's graphic design business specializes in brand identity, while Junior Badu is the proud owner of Eco Removals, an environmentally friendly business that caters for Melbourne and rural Victoria. Before I sit down with my guests today, I'm just going to quickly go to the kitchen and let's find out what Chef Stolly is cooking today. Hello, Chef Stolly.
Hey.
How are you going?
I'm all good.
What are you making?
Right now, I'm making a harissa paste. And then I'm going to put it on some chicken and grill it.
Boy, it be magic, used to give me butterflies. Just like a magician, mesmerized, trapped in your eyes. Finally found a man.
I love chicken in anything, so I can't wait for that one. But while he gets down to his business, let's go to the tent to meet my first guest. Young, confident and generous, Edem Badu is a picture of what determination looks like. Self-taught visual artist, a graphic designer, and now she runs her own graphic design business. Edem joins me right now to tell me a little bit more about the business in her life. How are you going?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Now, you run a boutique. How do you call it? It's got a very fancy name. How do you say it?
I just say it's just a boutique studio.
There we go. There we go. That's it. She runs a boutique studio. I like that. What is it like running it?
Yeah, it's good at the moment. So it's just myself. I have another guy that helps me with web design and web development. So I'm just slowly transitioning from a freelance graphic designer to actually having a proper studio set up.
Right.
So that's the vision for this year, and that's what we're sort of moving towards. So
Yeah, and what sort of clients do you service?
mostly startups and small to medium businesses who have massive visions, who are doing really big things. So all the clients that I'm working with, they're just doing amazing things at the moment.
What's the most, working with small businesses, obviously people who are starting up with big dreams, what's the most satisfying thing for you as somebody who's part of that vision?
Yeah. Just getting to meet the founders who have thought up this idea and, have created this business just from an idea, and being a part of that journey and growing with them, that's pretty satisfying for me. And also collaborating with them to come up with ideas and seeing them come into reality, that's also a huge rush for us when we design anything for them. So,
that's really cool. And what is it like, being a young business person in Australia today? What are some of the challenges, the highlights in that industry?
Just being accountable and responsible for your own creation, I guess, and making sure that I wake up on time and do the work and meet up with clients and do a lot of the business aspects rather than the creative. The creative just comes naturally, but the business one is the one that I need a bit more help with. But that's one of the challenges. And also switching off work mode and going into just personal life mode. That's also really hard, especially when you really enjoy what you're doing. You sort of, there's a fine line.
Well, I can understand.
Together, it's like a grey area.
And being, obviously you're a self-taught visual artist and I've seen your amazing, amazing work. But how does that, obviously like you said, creativity comes natural to you. How does that fit in when you're dealing with your clients and, to help your business flourish as well?
Right. I guess because of that creative aspect, I can sort of, I can come up with something that visually describes what their business is or what their brand is, so that their customers can experience the brand as well. So that's where I come in. That's my expertise. So that part just comes naturally for me. It's just easy. So it's just about how to explain that to the client. And
And what's the trend at the moment in the graphic world? Because they change. They change. You have to keep up. What's going on?
I think I don't really believe in trends, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
But what I'm really into at the moment is just minimal design, fine, clean lines, lots of negative space or white space, as they like to call it. and just keeping everything really simple and accurate. That's pretty much my design
Yeah.
philosophy that I work by. So yeah, and it seems to work for my clients. I love what I do and I love working with them, so
Awesome.
can't complain.
Sounds really good. And what message can you give to other, whether young people or older, whoever,
Yeah.
anybody who wants to start their own business just like yourself?
I would say just go for it. Like it's so worth the risk, and it's not really a risk, it's just a perceived risk. But it's worth it. Just go for it. Life is short, and
Let's go and do it.
just go and do it. And make sure your branding's on point. So get a good
Branding.
graphic designer.
Get a good graphic designer.
Quick.
Right here, yes. But thank you so much for stopping by. I know it's
you.
very busy these days, and I
okay.
really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the best with your business.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
To find out more about today's guest, you can jump on our website, and while you're there, you can go to Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and you can connect with us.
It's like my folks say, you make me feel brand new. That's why I love Jones Fire, baby.
Now, let's take a look at another wonderful business story in the spotlight.
I came to Australia in 1990. When I came here, I started to look for work, and I started as in a factory. And after that, I started to work for a company called Australian Wool Testing Authority. In profession, I'm a chemist, and I got a job in a pharmaceutical company, and I worked there for about 2 years. Time came up to think about is having completely a different business or different opportunities. It was very hard to start, and what type of business can I achieve? So one of the ideas that came to my mind was to have a travel agent. Travel agent came as a priority, but the main problem or the main thing I have to find out or to do was how can I be a professional? So I decided to quit my job, and I started a full-time study about the travel and tourism. The problem was at that time was then 2001. So getting a certificate was okay, but the problem was who is going to give you the opportunity of getting the experience. And I tried to go every travel agent in a road called Sydney Road and some other travel agents asking for a free work experience and a free pay. And it was a very hard and difficult things to get. So I got a chance to have a work experience on this business by the name of TUT Travel, which I'm running at the moment. After a while, I got a chance to buy the business. Buying the business was difficult, and more than that one is how to understand the business itself, the nature itself, the competition itself. It was very hard. Through hard work and getting a daily experience, I started to grow up slowly, and I came out to the market. And today, thanks God, we are considered as one of the top African travel agents in Australia. We started to work in an honest way in serving our African communities. And I would like to thank a lot for the African communities, because without their support, you cannot be to this point where we are today. It has got almost about 4 branches in Melbourne. 2 we have got in Melbourne, plus 1 in Sydney and South Australia. We are growing up, and we have got a great respect from the airlines. I think to start a business, I think we have to first of all to think, what sort of a business we want to do. And if any person is going to work hard, there is an opportunity for us in all aspects of businesses that we can achieve, and we can be better than a lot of other businesses. The point is, let us focus on what we want to, what type of business we are going to. Let us study about that business. Let us work hard on it, and we can achieve it. The market is open. The challenge is great. So the more good service you provide for your customers, you will get them all the time are there, because good services are the ones that will be capable of staying for longer. And we are giving training for a lot of African who are on the same business. The most important thing is also now we are lobbying the airlines to accept and to take from African background in order to work on the travel industry. As growing, there is a lot of problems. The leaders of these airlines or the managers of the airlines, they understand the problem, and they are, more than happy to accept African employees on their firms, because the more you grow up in number, the services needs you, and we are there also to be part of this development. The role that you are playing is an encouragement for every small business in Africa, African small business, in order to come out to the market, to say, we are here. That is, I think, the lack of to show where we are, what we are doing. To be honest, one of the things that makes me a little bit upset is we don't have to be looked at as a community that's all the time is in need. No, there are a lot of African businesses now are participating in the development of Australia itself. So your role as in the media is I look at it, is a very essential, and especially your concentration and your look to the new generation that is coming up, where the future is. So monitoring them, supporting them is something very important, and we are behind you guys.
True confessions, boy, I'm loving your reflection. Undying attention from the heavens, be my blessing. Sugar, always keep it real, that's why in you I trust. Took me by the
everything federal, Mr. International. Some crystal, all of them, we run this, say, Marasta. If it a bad man, you can keep it.
I'm back, Chef.
Hi.
How's that harissa paste going?
Well, the fiery sauce is just cooking down at the moment.
Yep.
In the meantime, I'm trimming this chicken up, and then we're going to marinate it for 1 hour.
Awesome. You keep doing that, and let's go back to the tent to meet my next guest. If you're looking to move house and don't know how to pack your precious or just ordinary belongings, why not try an eco-friendly removals company? I'm talking about Eco Removals, and to discuss that further with me is Junior Badu.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, really good.
Thank you for popping in.
No problem.
Now, we see a lot of people moving things around, but you guys have got a special thing about you. You're eco-friendly. Tell me about that.
I don't believe we're like a normal standard removal company. We take a bit more care into relocating people's furniture by using products like biodegradable boxes, so reusable boxes. So we're trying to limit the wastage, I guess, when people are relocating houses.
Right.
Yeah.
And how did you get involved? How did you come to know about the removals company and your interest? Where did that come from?
I was just working for different companies part-time while studying at uni.
Yeah.
And from there it just led on to being a bit more interested in the furniture removals. So once I finished uni, started my own business as well. Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And the special thing about your company is that you're not only concentrating on the business side of things, you also have a charity that you support through your company.
I started a charity called Purple Cloth Foundation, and the process of that is a lot of people that move realize that they want to throw things away or donate things.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd take that idea and either find different ways to send some of the items like books, toys, clothes to West Africa, to all the orphanages.
Oh, that's lovely.
But also some customers want us to sell the products that they donate, so that money also gets sent to West Africa as well. Trying to find different ways to improve or encourage younger kids to,
get involved in things. Really good.
Yeah.
And also the thing of not encouraging the wastage. Instead of throwing all that stuff away, you take it and you make something of it and you donate. That's really lovely.
Yeah,
and also on sidetrack, you're an Amber. What's that about? There's nothing wrong with being an Amber, but how do you juggle the two?
It's tricky sometimes because you do days and night shifts.
Yeah.
But you just try and balance out, and the guys that work for me, they're really good as well. So the days that I'm working, they kind of take over as well, and the days that I'm off. So it's busy life.
Busy life. And what sort of challenges do you meet in your business?
I think trying to explain to customers to try use reusable products, I guess, is a big challenge, but also learning from customers. Like, you've never done a business before, so you're walking in blind, really, and listening to customers is a big thing. So if you listen to what they want, then you use that for the next customers, and you slowly improve by the time you realize you've got like a really nice package of what customers want, like really good customer service.
That sounds good. Yeah. And you know, as you're saying, you're learning from customers and all that sort of thing. What about people out there who want to start up their own businesses?
I think having a mentor is really good.
Yeah.
My sister's, in business as well, so that's a good step for me to know if I'm heading the right way or good ideas, but also the customers that you cater for as well, like listening to them and finding out what really works for you and what works for them.
Well, all the best with your eco removals.
Thank you.
And well done on doing your part for the environment, as well as the charity as well. I wish you all the best with all that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Coming up next is a wonderful story about what Carers of Africa are doing in our community. Bright Chingaya is the director of Carers of Africa, a not-for-profit organization that works tirelessly to increase access to health and community services for refugees, new migrants, as well as the community at large in Victoria. We stopped by their offices in Dandenong to talk about some of the incredible work that they do.
Carers of Africa has been in existence since 2013. I came to Australia in 2002, and it wasn't easy for me to settle. I came to study as an international student, that's in Wagga Wagga. But the thing is, I had a lot of culture shock, and especially people that come from the refugee background, I think they encounter a lot of culture shock here. That was the reason why we came up with Carers of Africa. So we have a lot of things that we do in the community. We have days for girls, which we have volunteers from the community that come here to make sanitary pads for the girls in the third world countries or developing countries. Then we also do jewelry making arts and craft. Again, it's for the community. But apart from that, we support people that have mental health issues, alcohol and drug use. Days for Girls it's a program which has been recognized by WHO, which is World Health Organization. So we are working with Days for Girls as a team. We can also access funding through the Days for Girls International, or even through maybe WHO as well. Now, just talking about the pads that we make here in Dandenong, one pad can last for 3 years, which is very good for the girls when we send them overseas. In the park, we have the actual bag that they make. Then we have 2 undies there. We have 8 sanitary pads, and then we have 2 shields. Then we also have 2 plastic bags, one to use when the other pad is dirty when they're in school, a tablet of soap, and we have a face washer as well. The cost of the pack, the Days for the Girl pack that we give the girls, is around $10 to $15. And this is money that we just fundraise or people just donate. All the things that we ship to Africa, we don't just donate to any NGO or any company that we see or any individual. So when we send stuff here, we are sending to Carers of Africa Zambia, and then our staff there, they do the distribution. We have distributed over 50 packs in Zambia alone, and we are hoping to distribute another maybe 50, 60 in Malawi and Zimbabwe before the year ends. The team in Dandenong, they have a task of making at least 1,000 packs by September or at least November. So I think we'll be able to achieve our target. We have quite a number of volunteers helping us to make these packs. Probably I can say in Dandenong we have over 20, and we recently also signed up a partnership with Nopa College. The school kids wants to be involved in making packs for us. So far, I think they have about 6 machines, and they are target to make at least maybe 300 to 400, before the year ends. So they want to make it as a school program, but for us. In the long term, and it's to also make it more cost effective, I think we'll be shipping sewing machines to Africa. So instead of us shipping these packs from here, we would train the people in Africa to make their own packs. And that way they will be also able to make different sizes depending on the needs as well. But whilst we are still producing some stuff here in Victoria, there is a lot of interest for people that are working from Monday to Friday also to be involved as part of the volunteers. So we want to be having maybe one big sewing day, maybe over the weekend, whereby those who have full-time jobs, they can come with their own materials, sewing machines, and the whole day maybe we can make about 200 to 300 packs. So we will be having that in the near future, and that's, you can help us donate. Either you can buy maybe undies or just donate maybe one pack, which is $15, or you can say every time when you go shopping, you can help one girl at least have 360 days of school by just maybe buying 1 or 2 pants for them. That would be fantastic. For everyone who wants to be involved with Cares of Africa or with any project, Days for Girls or jewelry making, please visit our website. Visit us on Facebook, that's Cares of Africa Facebook, on Twitter. You can also check us out. But if you want to learn more about what we do as well, please, you can visit even the YouTube. We have a lot of YouTube videos there about Cares of Africa.
You're in the middle of the night, I got you knocking at my windowsill. Poppy said he missed me, just came by to chill. Late night, let's go get some stuff.
My goodness, this harissa chicken smells delightfully spicy.
Thank you. I have served it with a little bit of yogurt just to cool down the palate.
Yeah.
And it's best cooked on a barbecue. A little idea for your next summer get-together.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you real soon. But remember, if you want to find out about all the guests and everything we did today, be sure to jump on our website. From me, love and light.
My shades good.